And now, marine weather around Alaska.
Light winds tomorrow forecast for the entire southeast coastal marine areas. Here for the out along the coast, west winds at 10 knots and northwest 10 for Stevens Passage and Clarence Strait. Variable to south at 10 for Lynn Canal. And for the day on Friday, not much different. West-southwest winds here out along the coast at only 10 knots and south winds at 10 knots for the inside waters. Moving over to Prince William Sound, eastern North Gulf Coast, light variable winds, 10 knots for Thursday. Northeast 20 knots for the western North Gulf Coast, but small craft advisories here for the Barren Islands and Kamishak Bay. East winds there 25 to 30 knots, southwest at 10 for Cook Inlet. And then for the inlet on Friday, 15 knots from the south-southwest. East winds coming down to 20 knots for Barren Islands, Kamishak Bay. Light variable winds continue for Prince William Sound and the North Gulf Coast. Kodiak Island, east-northeast winds 25 to 30 knots for Thursday. Northeast 15 for Bristol Bay and the Alaska Peninsula. Variable winds 10 to 15 knots. And for the peninsula on Friday, east to southeast winds 15 to 20 knots. Small craft advisories in the forecast for Bristol Bay and Kodiak Island. East winds in those areas 25 knots. Eastern Aleutians, variable winds 10 to 15 knots for Thursday. And for the central Aleutians, south to southwesterlies at 15. Western Aleutians, west-southwest 15 to 25 knots. And for Friday, western Aleutians, west to northwest winds 15 to 20 knots, 15 to 20 knot westerlies here in store for Adak and Atka, and south to southwest winds at 10 to 15 knots for the eastern Aleutians. And for the southwest coast tomorrow, east winds 10 to 15 knots, east at 15 for St. Matthew Island, southwest at the same speed there for the Pribilofs, and west at 10 for Norton Sound, east at 10 for St. Lawrence Island. And for the 4th of July outlook here for Norton Sound, east winds 10 knots, same thing for St. Lawrence Island, east 15 for the Yukon Delta coast. Small craft advisories south of Nunivak Island here for east winds 25 knots, east at 20 for the Pribilofs with 6-foot seas, and northeast at 20 for St. Matthew Island. For the eastern Beaufort Sea coast tomorrow, brisk wind advisories. East winds 25 knots there, east at about 20 on the central coast, east at 10 for the west side. Chukchi Sea, north winds 10 to 15 knots. And then for the Friday, south to southwest or west to south winds at 10 to 15 knots for the Chukchi Sea. Northeast at 10 for the western Arctic coast, east at 10 for the central coast, and now east at 15 to 20 for the eastern Beaufort Sea.